Hello, D-Gens! Welcome to Degenerate Takes. I'm the Brofect1 AJ. With me, as always, the man with the number, sportsbook whisperer, college basketball guru, daddy of the diamond. All hail king of the links, Noah Engelbretson. Welcome to Week 18, NFL Best Bets. Noah, I gotta say, it's been a hell of a season. Been a hell of a regular season. And Noah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I won't lie to you, and I won't lie to our listeners. I will never do that, Noah, because that's not what this show is about. And so I want to admit that in the beginning of the season, my gambling record was absolutely shit. Okay, I couldn't read a offense. I couldn't read a defense. I couldn't figure shit out. But Noah,
Still can't read a book.
that's not part of the conversation, Noah. But my point being, throughout the year, as we all did, we learned a lot about these teams. We learned a lot about how they played, how they matched up, and we continued through that process to get to the point to where we could pick, 10, 9, 8 winners in a row. I mean, it happens, and it happened to me, Noah. And I've had that epiphany. I had those moments, and I've said it multiple times before, but Noah, my sportsbook whisperer, my man with the numbers, my co-host, the one who started this with me, I want to let you know that this is a very special week to me. And because this week, just like a lot of teams, this will be the accumulation of a lot of work and a lot of heavy lifting. Noah, this is the week I go undefeated. And I pick every single fucking game. Noah, I'm fucking ready.
All right. Let's see it. I'm not going to make that bold of a statement because, this is week 18. You look at last year, right? Indianapolis Colts looking like a pretty decent team. All they got to do is beat the lowly Jaguars.
All you got to do.
All they got to do is beat the Jaguars to make the playoffs, right? Nope. Nope.
No. Hey, at least the Colts don't have to worry about that this year.
But mark my words, one if not two teams are going to have their season spoiled this week.
Oh, yeah.
Because we got divisional matchups in every single game. Even if you're completely out of it, depending on the team, some teams just kind of give up, don't care. Their division rivalries aren't that strong. Some of these, though, they matter a lot. And we've seen it before in certain divisions, especially a team with nothing to play for. They don't care that they have nothing to play for. They don't care that they might lose a position or two in the draft. They want to win. They want to beat you. And
they want to win. They're grown-ass men who are really good at their job, who want to make sure they have a job next year. Yeah. Week 18, they are going to give it their all. And these teams that are resting players, let's not count them out, Noah, because that's going to be guys that are fighting for jobs for other teams next season and just fighting in general. I mean, they're going to want to play. And so that's the one fucking great thing about the NFL. Even week 18, the last week of the season, all of this matters. All of this matters, not only on a statistic level and on a, seeding level and playoff level, but on a personal level for each and every one of those guys out there. We are in for an amazing week of football ahead of Wild Card Weekend, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I still remember years ago, right? Whatever year, I think the Packers were 14-1 going into week 16, right? They're resting Rodgers, some other starters. You got Matt Flynn in at quarterback for the Packers playing against the Lions. Dude throws for like 450 yards and 6 touchdowns just out of nowhere. He's like, you know what? Whatever. My favorite fun little nugget stat of that, too, is that was Matt Stafford's best career game that he ever had, and the Packers beat him with a backup quarterback.
I mean, that shit happens. That shit happens, Noah, and you got to love it. And that's why Week 18 is so exciting, especially ahead here of Wild Card Weekend. But, still some sentimental value as it is Week 18, Noah. This is our second season doing this on a regular basis. It's a cool moment for the show, so we want to thank all the 223 D-Gens out there who have supported us through this all. Thank you so much. Now, Noah, let's get to the shit that matters. Let's get to the reason why we're here. Let's get to me going undefeated. Let's start Saturday afternoon. Oh, Chiefs and the Raiders in a AFC West matchup. Noah, line. You got the Chiefs favored, obviously, on the road at 9 points. Raiders, the home dog. What's the total at, Noah? Let me find out because my computer decided to not work with me. There we go. Totals at 51 and a half. Bless you. Raiders with Stidham looked good last weekend. I can't complain about that. Devontae Adams obviously having one of his best games of the season. And the Chiefs, what did they do last week for us, Noah? What did they do? They did what the Chiefs love to fucking do, and that's win and not cover even close. And so 9 points. I think the public's onto this one. I think the Raiders are going to go through not a rebuild, but they're going to definitely go through an evaluation process this offseason. And I think the team knows it, especially with Derek Carr being removed essentially from the Raiders organization, not only not being in the building, but not being on social media with them anymore, which nowadays means a lot. I see Stidham trying to have the game of his career. Give me the Raiders plus the 9.5, but this is going to be a lot of fucking points. Give me over 51 as well.
Yeah, I'm probably staying away from the over/under on this one, but I like Raiders 9 plus 9.5, whatever it's at. Probably for a lot of the same reasons that you just mentioned. This team's still got some fight in them. They still have a lot of talent on that roster. I think they'll be okay. I think they'll cover 9.
Also, Stidham is a free agent coming into this offseason. And so
who cares?
Teams will care. The Carolina Panthers will fucking care. The Colts will care. Other teams will care. People care, Noah. This is a big week for a lot of people. We just did a whole 5 minutes on how big of a week this is for people, and it starts with Jared Stidham.
All right.
And then let's go. Saturday Night Football. Noah, this is going to be the best way to start my Saturday night. Shout out West Coast football. Titans, Jaguars. Jags, 6.5-point favorites at home. Noah, this game opened Jags +3. All right, let's make that very clear. Not only are we seeing a reverse line movement, but we are seeing heavy reverse line movement here. Total is 40 points, Noah. As of the reports I read today, Derrick Henry is off of any injury report.
Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah.
But you know who else is playing is Josh Dobbs at quarterback.
Yeah. I know. I mean, give me over Derrick Henry on rushing yards.
Oh, yeah, homie.
Give me Tractor Cito to have a fucking great week.
Yeah, homie hasn't had a 200-yard game this season. He's had at least 1 to 3 the last couple seasons. I think this might be his 200-yard game.
Hey, it might be. I think it will be too, but Noah, I think it'll be too little, too late. Like I was very adamant on the podcast last time, the Jaguars have figured it out. The Jaguars are those guys. Trevor Lawrence is the guy, like I have been saying, and they just needed to figure it out. Give me the Jaguars -6.5, giving them less than a touchdown. I like them even 7.5. No, I take that back. I like them at 7 to, stress the push a little bit. I wouldn't take them past 7.5. I think they figured it out. And if they don't make the playoffs this season, I don't know off the top of my head what the playoff scenario is, but I like them to make the playoffs next year, and I just want that on the books.
Well, here's the funny thing is Jacksonville can get in with a loss. Now, they need some help, but there is a scenario where Jacksonville gets in with a loss.
Let's go.
Yeah, that would make things really interesting.
Yeah, especially with Trevor Lawrence, who has big game experience. I mean, you have that guy under center. Shit, anything's possible at that point. Anyway, I'm sorry. No, I cut you off.
Titans are winning the division still. They're winning this game. I love that. I love that the spread's where it is because I'm just going to jump on that and take advantage of that money line. Uh, reasoning for that is Derrick Henry's going to get the ball. He's going to get the ball the entire time. You look at his success against different defenses, different personnels. It's a beautiful matchup for him against Jacksonville. He probably averages 7 or 8 or 9 yards a carry in this game. It's going to be a massive tractorcito type of game.
Give me Derrick Henry an anytime touchdown too.
That's why I'm saying, like, he gets the ball 25 times. He's averaging 8 yards a carry. That's 200 yards right there. He probably does that. Jacksonville's not going to win this game because their offense is not going to be on the field because Tennessee's going to eat up like 40 minutes of possession time. That's my prediction for this game.
Ooh.
I think Tennessee wins this one outright. That's my pick.
Hey, respectable.
Titans money line. Like I said, Jacksonville still can make the playoffs with a loss. They just need Pittsburgh, Miami, and New England all to lose.
Ooh, that's rough. So they need a win here.
But, pretty much, but they have a route, if they get a lot of help.
Fair enough. We'll see. All right, now let's move to the Sunday night slate. Well, the Sunday slate, excuse me. We got a full slate. Vikings, Bears, NFC North matchup, obviously. Vikings, 7.5 points on the road. 42.5 is the total. Justin Fields isn't playing. Give me the Vikings minus 7.5.
Fields is not playing?
Last report I read. It might have been a bad report. It was on Twitter. I will not lie.
I was going to say, who do the Bears even have if Fields isn't playing?
I think that was my question. Yeah, Justin Fields out Sunday.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, Nathan Peterman playing.
Yep. Oh, that's right. I texted you about that. I was like, we got fucking Peterman on the field.
Yeah, Vikings minus 7.5. I'm not even gonna. I don't even need to talk about that. Don't even need to explain anything.
No.
It's Vikings minus 7.5.
Yeah, Vikings 7.5. Texans, Colts. Colts 2.5 point favorites apparently. 38 is the total. The public is about as split about this as you can get.
Irrelevant game.
Davis Mills in my rookie card. Give me the Texans plus the 3.
I must say Jeff Saturday finds a way to fucking win a game. Houston gets that number 1 draft pick locked up.
Oh, you're right. Number 1 draft pick.
Who knows, though? I mean, maybe Houston wins and Chicago loses, and then the Bears have the number 1 overall pick.
No, we're the Bears. That shit doesn't happen to us.
True. Bears will Bears. They're either going to find a way to win or Houston's going to lose, and it's not going to matter. But yeah, Colts minus 2.5, I guess. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, give me Colts minus 2.5.
Irrelevant game.
The 3 rookie cards I have of Davis Mills that are signed with a patch. Literally, fuck me, dude. Anyway. Ravens, Bengals. This is going to be a fucking game and a half. Bengals, 7-point favorites. Report coming out, Noah. Lamar is lazy. I can confirm that report with sources I have. I'm telling you, I don't think Lamar plays. I think the report they said is accurate with he should be good for the playoffs. Give me Bengals minus the 7 at home.
This all hedges on like what the ruling is for that Bengals and
no contest.
And if it's a no contest and we're going based off a win percentage, Ravens fans are gonna feel more cheated than any other fan base.
Oh, absolutely.
Because had the Bengals lost to the Bills, the Ravens with a win would win the division and get a home playoff game. If it's a no contest and it's based off win percentage, I don't think they get afforded that opportunity. That's going to be really interesting. So here's my thing on this pick, right? I'm taking Ravens money line. If if that game is going to be finished.
The
I think they have
NFL
something.
no, the NFL announced before we got on air that the game will not be played.
Oh, it won't be played at
It
all.
will not be played. They announced that today.
All right. Well, then Baltimore's going to rest Lamar another week because they literally have nothing to play for anymore. And they're going to make sure he's healthy for playoffs. So, yeah, give me Cincinnati minus the 7. I mean,
Yeah.
like, unfortunate that it came to that. I'm not going to dive
No.
into that all again. Obviously, the situation, the most important thing that happened in that, with DeMar in that
He is
in that in that Bills and Bengals game. But
he's there. He's there though. Shout out to him.
yeah, yeah. I mean, sucks if you're Ravens fan or the Ravens. You probably feel a little cheated, but whatever.
Yeah, it happens. Bengals 7. Jets Dolphins. No, we're seeing a lot of reverse line movement here. It opened at a pick 'em. Dolphins now 2-point favorites with 54% of the bets and only 8% of the money. So Jets 2.5-point dogs with 92% of the money is probably how I should have presented that. Totals at 38. This is going to be a shit show. I feel sad and ashamed as a sports analyst now that I even mentioned Jets and Super Bowl in the same sentence.
Yeah, I don't know what you were on with that one. They got off to a 7-4 start, and your eyes lit up big. And
I love Zach Wilson. I'm sorry, that was my downfall. And then Mike White came along, and I have such a shitty team. Noah, I don't know what you want me to do. Okay, I got hooked. I'm sorry.
find a different sport.
I've tried. I watched cricket today, Noah. That's how desperate I am. Lost $25 on that bullshit.
I say that, but then you're an Arizona fan, so like,
Literally, what sport can I root for? Literally, please
Coyotes
tell
not a
me.
good option. D-backs not a good option.
Suns fucking
Cardinals.
suck right now.
Yeah, I mean, but like they're at least there's maybe like a glimmer of hope there. But
Yeah, there's not.
uh
Dolphins,
yeah,
Jets. No, give me.
Dolphins are on a third string quarterback too. Bridgewater and
Yeah.
Tua both. I guess I'm riding with the public. I'm taking Jets money line, but not super confidently.
Yeah, Jets money line. I hate this game. I hate everything about this game. I hate where it's played. I hate every.
The
In
thing I hate
Miami.
most about the thing I hate most about this game is that it's got big playoff implications.
Yeah, it does.
And that's the worst part about it because it is absolutely a complete stinker of a game.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. I'm sorry. I need to reply to this real quick. Anyway, I hate this game. I'm sticking with the Jets. Mike White's playing. Give me Lightning, Mike White. I hate the reverse line movement, but hey, it happens. It happens to the best of us. Panthers, Saints. Saints, 3-point favorites at home. 41.5 is the total. Noah, thoughts on this game with the red hot Panthers coming to town to the Saints?
AJ, my thoughts on this game is it's another irrelevant game. Tampa Bay has clinched this division. The rest of the teams in this division are under 500. This game does not fucking matter for shit. In any player that is remotely banged up on either of these two teams is probably not playing in this game because they don't care. The players aren't going to care. The coaches aren't really going to care. I don't really care. God, I don't know. Give me, yeah,
91% of the money, 69% of the bets on the Panthers.
Give me the over. The game doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Give me the over. I don't know what it's at.
41.5.
All right. We're over 41.5. And fuck, flip a coin. I don't know. Give me Carolina to cover.
Give me the Saints to cover. Just because.
But like if I'm trying to pick a perfect slate in betting, I'm not staying the fuck away from this game.
Oh, yeah. But I'm, like I said, I'm going undefeated this week. I'm picking all games. So, Saints.
And some of those will be coin flips.
A lot of research went into those fucking coin flips, and it still ended up with a fucking coin flip. Patriots, Bills. Bills 7-point favorites at home. 42.5 is the total. Noah, 62% of the bets, 68% of the money on the Patriots. Give me Bills minus 13.5.
Yeah, tough one. Patriots win and they're in. Simple as that. Maybe not so simple when you're playing at Buffalo. This is going to be a tough one. I think the Patriots go into Buffalo, beat the Bills, just to draw the Bills at Buffalo in the first round of the playoffs and lose by another like 40, 50 points like they did last year. That's my prediction. I'm sticking with it. I think the Patriots scheme up a really good defense. It's going to be a tight one down to the wire. They figure out how to turn Josh Allen over like 3-4 times. And then, like I said, very next week, they're going to turn around and get spanked by about 40 points in Buffalo again.
Bills minus 7. That's the only pick. You know it's the only pick. Give you one chance to change.
No, I'm on Patriots money line. I'm not even taking the 7, because like I said, they're gonna eke out a close win, and then they're gonna lose by 40 the next week in the rematch.
All right, Browns Steelers. Steelers 2.5-point favorites at home. 40.5 is the total. Give me Mike Tomlin going over 500 for the 16th season in a row. Give me the Steelers 2.5.
Steelers by 1,000,000 points. It doesn't matter.
And Clowney, he's out of there.
Oh, I don't care who's in or out for the Browns. This is Mike Tomlin, with his reputation on the line, going for 16 years straight of a 500 or better record. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
He's gonna do it.
Maybe they tie. Maybe they fuck around and tie, but they're not losing. They're not losing. I'll tell you that much.
No. So no,
not to the Browns.
No, not to the Browns. Not to the Browns. The Steelers already defeated one thing with sexual assault. Anyway, Rams, Seahawks. Noah, 6 points is the spread. Seahawks favorites at home with the 12s. 28% of the bets, 1% of the money on the Seahawks. 99% of the bets, money on the Rams. 41.5 is the total. Give me Seahawks minus the 6. They win this game outright and they cover by a touchdown. What the fuck is happening in the world?
Yeah, I don't know how to play this one, right? Because
what do you mean? Seahawks are the better team. They're going to be playing. They have to win.
Right. And the players should show up, right? But the fans are already sitting around bitching and moaning about the fact that Packers-Lions got flexed to the night game, saying it's unfair because depending on the outcome of their game, it changes the outcome of the Packers and the Lions game, because if the Seahawks win, they're in this fucked up love triangle. Not love triangle, but fucked up outcome triangle, right? Where if the Seahawks win, then the Lions are eliminated from playoff contention. Because if the Seahawks win, they need the Packers to win to make the playoff, or they need the Lions to beat the Packers to make the playoffs. If the Seahawks lose, however, then the Packers-Lions, it's whoever wins advances. So Seahawks fans are already sitting around bitching about the fact that the Packers and Lions got flexed. And my big clap back to that is, you do realize who the head coach of the Detroit Lions is, right?
Yeah.
It's Dan Campbell. And this Dan Campbell team, and I say this as a Packers fan, there is no chance the Lions are playing for anything less if the Seahawks win and they get eliminated.
No.
It wouldn't surprise me if Dan Campbell doesn't allow them to confiscates all their phones and any access to anything, so they don't even know what happens with the Seahawks game before going to that. That seems like a total Dan Campbell move, because to all you bitching Seahawks fans, I will tell you this: Dan Campbell does not care, and he is going to play his guys, and his guys are going to play because they play for Dan Campbell and they love Dan Campbell. They're going to play 100%. They're playing to
Yeah.
win that game, regardless of the outcome of your game. So
Yeah.
stop trying to act like the Lions are just going to like not show up because you win the game and eliminate them for the playoffs.
And
It doesn't matter.
I guess I get
It
it
doesn't.
from a short-minded standpoint where you're thinking, "Oh, well, we're the better team." Blah, blah, blah. No, it's the fucking Lions. Dan Campbell is going to make sure kneecaps are not off. We'll talk about that game more. I guess we should try talking about this game. That Rams defense fucking sucks, like a lot, like
Yeah,
a lot.
Seattle isn't much better.
No, but
Baker's
Seattle
been
needs to
playing
win.
okay. Right. But the Rams might play spoiler because they don't even have their own draft pick, so they don't really give a fuck. So I'm taking Rams +6. +6. I'm not taking the money line, but I think this game might be tight.
Seahawks minus the 6. Again, I'm going undefeated this week, so don't even listen to Noah unless you think I'm not. But I am. Chargers, Broncos.
Country.
2.5-point favorites. What the fuck?
I don't think Broncos country what the fuck was the saying, but I guess we'll ride with it.
Totals at 39.5.
Is there
this site must be the site I'm using must be glitching. 96% of the money, 57% of the bets on the Broncos. This site has to be glitching.
I mean, I guess it's the whole, and we'll get to this with probably one of our next games. Chargers are in the same situation as the Giants, where they're kind of just locked into like the 5 or the 6 seed wild card wise, and they can't win the division. They can't get a home game, but they can't really fall any worse. I'm wondering if people are anticipating the Chargers resting starters. That's the only explanation I can think of for Denver being a 2.5-point favorite.
And I think, Vegas is the one setting the line. I mean, the line hasn't moved. The line opened at 2, and with all this money coming in, it's at 2.5 now. So it's not like it's moved a lot.
And to that, I say I do not give a fuck about the starters resting. Denver sucks. Give me the Chargers +2.5.
Everything you said, give me the Chargers plus the 2.5. Easy money. Easy freaking money. Easy money. Damn it, computer. There we go. All right, Giants, Eagles, Noah. Eagles 14-point favorites at home. 42.5 is the total, Noah. We are seeing some heavy reverse line movement here. Game opened up at 1.5. And the Eagles favored, obviously, and now they're at 14.5. At 14, excuse me, with 83% of the money and 78% of the bets on the Giants.
Well, okay, so this is same situation but reversed, right? Like the Eagles need to win to clinch the 1 seed.
Yeah.
The
Giants are in no man's land.
The Giants are locked into the 6. They can go no higher or no lower than number 6. They're in the 6th seed. It doesn't fucking matter for the Giants. However,
everyone jumped on the Giants at 1.5 and kept it moving up to 14. And Giants aren't favored by 14. They're plus the 14.
However, at the beginning of the show, I did say there were certain divisions that will literally play as hard as they can with nothing to play for, just out of fucking spite. And this is the biggest one out of all of them, is the NFC East. These teams will literally, with nothing to play for, put it all on the line just to fuck over one of the other teams. The other one I can think of being the AFC North. AFC North, NFC East, probably the two divisions that just absolutely fucking hate each other more than anything in the world. It comes through. The Giants are going to bring their A game with nothing to play for, locked into the 6th seed. They're not resting starters. They're going to bring their A game. Philly needs to win to make sure they get the number 1 seed. I think Philly still pulls out the win, but I don't think they win by 2 touchdowns here. I'm on the Giants plus 14.
Philly minus 14 at home. Thank you very much. Cardinals, 49ers. 49ers opened up as 3-point favorites. No, they're now 14-point favorites at home. Excuse me. Obviously, with Colt McCoy being announced out, DeAndre Hopkins being announced out, J.J. Watt appearing on the injury report today. A lot of money moving. 53% of the bets and 43% of the money is on the 49ers. So you got some money coming in on the Cardinals. 40 points is the total. I saw a lot of interviews today. I saw a lot of interviews today with Cardinals players, older players, because we do have an older roster, I would say. And, retirement was thrown around a lot. The word retirement was thrown around a lot, and I'm not comfortable with that. However, we got J.J. Watt playing his last game in the NFL. We've got a lot of guys who are on contract years or looking for extensions. And we have a 49ers team who is comfortable in their playoff position.
The 49ers are still fighting for the 1 seed here.
I know.
If Philly loses and the 49ers win, they nab that 1 seed.
Yeah, but 2 touchdowns at this point?
Who the fuck's playing for the Cardinals? What the fuck are the Cardinals playing for? It doesn't matter.
They're playing for jobs, Noah.
No, they're not. They got the fucking scapegoat of the fact that the GM and coach are being fired, so the players are fine. Like,
I'm not going to watch this game. It's going to be miserable. Give me the Niners 14. Fuck me. I hate
that's kind of where I'm leaning, and you know how much I hate taking double-digit NFL spreads, but God, the Cardinals they're not
disorganized, so bad. I haven't watched Hard Knocks since week 3 because it was just depressing how that team operates and everything. It's fucking terrible.
That's why I stopped watching it. I mean, we talked about that. I was like, I was excited for it because I'm like,
me too.
I'm like, oh, well, for me, I was like, oh, the dysfunction is going to be good TV and funny. And then I get 2 episodes in and I'm like, this isn't funny. This is just sad.
It's just so
It's just sad. Like, nobody cares. None of the coaches are like motivating at all. I'm just like, I can't even watch this anymore because it's just like you said, just fucking depressing. Yeah. I mean, I hate double-digit NFL spreads, but give me the Niners minus 14 in this one.
Yeah, shout out to the Cardinals being the most depressing team in the NFL, and the Commanders still exist. Speaking of which, Commanders 7-point dogs at home. 40.5 is the total. You got 52% of the bet, 78% of the money on the Commanders. I hate this game.
People just love to hate the Cowboys.
They love it, dude. They got Taylor Heineke's back under center, but it doesn't fucking matter anymore because
after
Ron Rivera is trying to get fired.
After 1 week of Carson Wentz.
I think that's all anyone can take a Carson Wentz. Let's be real.
No. I know, but I'm just saying, like, Ron Rivera,
who's trying to get fired,
benched Taylor Heineke in a situation where they needed to win to keep their playoff hopes alive, and he decides to go with Carson Wentz, who hadn't played in however god many weeks, and now he's immediately going back to Heineke. You don't get to do that. You decided to make the switch back to Carson Wentz. You better fucking eat that and just swallow your pride, or whatever, and just keep Wentz in there. God, oh man, terribly dysfunctional organization. whatever. I mean, thank you, Ron Rivera, for playing Carson Wentz and letting the Packers control their own destiny. I applaud you for that. But yeah, people love to hate the Dallas Cowboys. I've been guilty of that plenty of times. But they have also been like good, but not really that good so many times. I think they have a legit team this year. They're covering 7 points against
Yes.
Washington, especially now with the Eagles losing the last 2 weeks. Dallas wins and Philly loses. Dallas wins the division.
You know what I also just noticed? This line opened up at 4.5. Commanders favored, and now Dallas is favored by 7.
Probably because when the line came out, they were assuming Dallas was going to be locked into the 5 seed, have nothing to play
Oh,
for.
yeah.
And then now all of a sudden, Philly loses to New Orleans. Dallas wins and the Eagles lose. Dallas wins this division.
True. That's going to be a fun one.
Which is also why I'm all over Giants plus 14, because I think the Giants, as much as I hate both of these teams, would love to play spoiler as much to like literally flip the division to the Cowboys and like force Philly into a wild card spot. God, that would be not that either of these team cares. Like it's the biggest win-win situation you can have between the two of them. One of them gets to go play Tampa Bay in the first round of the playoffs, and the other gets a first round bye. So they both win a prize, right? They're both winning a prize.
Fair.
One prize might be a little bit better than the other one and getting home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But the other one is you get to play Tampa Bay in the first round of the playoffs.
Oh,
so.
Absolutely. 100%. Cowboys minus the 7. Let's go. Noah, the last regular season game of the 2022-2023 season we will handicap. We've got the Lions going to Lambeau Field for Sunday Night Football to play the Packers. Packers 4.5-point favorites at home, total at 49 points. Public heavily on the Lions, 61% of the bets, 87% of the money.
Love to see it.
Love it. And Noah, this line opened up at 3.5, and with all the money moving in, it moved to Packers still favored at 4.5. It's it's kind of in the writing, Noah. And I'm not a Packers fan. I'm a Bears fan. I'm a Cardinals fan. And I hate to say this, but this has remnants of the 2010 season.
TOD, Team of Destiny, baby.
I mean, bruh, they're firing on all cylinders. They figured it out on special teams, which has been your kryptonite. Give me the Packers minus the 4.5. I'll even take them at an alternate line, 6.5 or plus money.
Yeah, best stat I saw was 2016. One of the other like 2 or 3 years that the Packers needed to run the table.
Yeah.
Made the NFC Championship game. Absolutely fucking terrible loss to the Seahawks. The Packers had no business losing that game. Over that run the table stretch in that one, Rodgers threw 15 touchdowns and 0 interceptions over 6 games.
Damn.
The run the table this year, the last 4 weeks, Rodgers has thrown 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And you know, at first thought on that, right? It's like, oh shit, well, they're in trouble then. No. We're not in trouble, because here's the thing. And Rodgers said it himself. He said this team's got a better chance at winning it than that team that was, running the table. Because we don't need a superhero at quarterback this year. We've got the other moving parts. Aaron Rodgers single-handedly brought that team to the NFC Championship game in the 2016 season. He's not playing great. I mean, he's playing decent, but not anything spectacular at quarterback, and we're still fucking winning games. And it's also Aaron Rodgers. If he still could flip a switch at any moment, and then all of a sudden, game over to everybody else. And I think it's funny because people are split. People are split, right? You got certain people who are like, why the fuck would you be scared about playing the Packers in the playoffs at all? And you have other people who are like, Packers are probably one of the teams you want to play the least in the playoffs right now. And I think that's the more accurate take.
Yeah.
Obviously, people are split. One group of people is going to be completely right. The other is going to be completely proven wrong. I don't know what it'll be, but if it's me, I'm looking at it. Admittedly, I am a bit of a homer, but fuck, I think this team is dangerous.
No, this team is a dangerous team, bro. It's so dangerous. I mean, this is the Packers team that we thought we were going to get at the beginning of the year. But hey, we're getting them now when it matters, and that's all that takes. Give me Packers 4.5, easy fucking money. That was it, Noah.
AJ, I think we missed the Tampa Bay Atlanta game. I've been holding on to that,
shit,
but I
did
wanted
we
to put
really?
that out there. I don't think we talked about that game.
Tampa
Another,
Bay Falcons. Yeah, holy shit.
I mean, I get it. It's so irrelevant that you just breezed past it and didn't even
I
talk
just
about
didn't
it.
even notice it, bro, honestly. Yeah, let's talk about it. Falcons 4-point favorites at home. 40 points is the total. It opened up at a pick 'em. Buccaneers won the division. They are not going to play anybody. Falcons minus the 4, please.
Yeah, I hate this line. I hate this line because Tampa Bay's probably going to sit starters because they don't give a fuck. And I hate, we said off air, AJ, I told you I hate the fact that they have the liberty to sit starters at 8-8. They're going to go 8-9, win this division, and then they're going to get blown out by either Philly or Dallas. It doesn't even fucking matter. They're going to lose it to Atlanta. I don't know if it'll be by 4, but I'm still taking Falcons minus 4.
Easy. Easy. Well, no, that was our last one, and that was a lot more anticlimactic than the Packers was. So I'm glad we ended on that note. You got anything else to say on to the D-Gens before we sign off for the evening?
Yeah. If you've been hating on the Packers, fucking stop.
Fucking stop. Fucking stop. Team of Destiny, we're saying.
Or just keep adding to the plate of all your words you're going to have to fucking eat at the end of the season, so.
Well, hey, NFL regular season's wrapping up. Don't you worry. We'll be back with overreactions and bets for Wild Card Weekend. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Wild Card Weekend.
Super Wild Card Weekend. We'll have all the coverage on that. So like, share, subscribe to the channel for the most degenerate takes possible. Follow us on the Twitter at Brofect1 at Angle Money Train, for all the best bets. And, of course, the show at DGen Takes. Hit that link tree down below just for all the links. We have so many links down there. Hit them up. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I've been the Brofect1 AJ. That's the Money Train Noah. And we'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes. Ba-da-da.